Day 24. Alright. We should still have the blessing of the dancer. I'm so pissed that Revady didn't do anything. Okay. Trading post, root cellar, or shelter? I want to look at the root cellar again. How come if I dig up a turnip, I can get a bunch of steps, but I can't eat these parsnips? There's a bunch of digging spots in here, so if I do get a shovel, I can come back out here to dig up a bunch of shit. That's interesting to note. There's also potentially an argument for not bothering to do this until you've gone into the house and explored a little bit. There's an argument for that. You have my blessing to build you a mansion. Okay, good to know. I would also love more allowance. I'll start with a den. Get me a gem here. Get me a nook. No extra item in here. Bedroom, corridor, or boudoir. Do bedroom. I feel like corridor is more useful later, and boudoir is, hey, there's a key, is going to be more useful once we have some actual like stuff. We'll do the chapel here. Get it out of the pool. Nice, free gem. I'll trade in 1 coin for a gem. So I got a pantry, a utility closet, or a kitchen. A chapel in a pool would be weird. Yeah, that would be very weird. So we'll go pantry, get more coins, get some steps. And now we only have 1 way to go, but that's okay. Closet, run over. Go parlor. It would be holy water? Yeah, it would be. Alright, parlor games, let's go. The empty boxes are both true. The gems are in the black box. This is not an empty box. Okay, so if this is true, then this is also true. So that's 2 truths. But and that would also make this true, which would make all 3 of them true, which is a lie, which can't happen. That doesn't work. Okay. So, if this is false, this is false. Wait, hang on. This is weird. Because if this is true, then this is also true. Which means this would have to be false. Oh yeah, which makes sense. Because that means 1 empty, yeah. 1 empty box is true, 1 empty box is false. Yeah, okay. Whew. That, for a minute there, starting to look like a problem. Corridor or passageway? We'll do corridor. go up to rank 3, and then try to loop back around on the east side. Drawing room here would be fine. Okay. So let's start by drawing this way. East Wing Hall here is perfect. Easy, no fuss. Gets us where we want to go. And then, yep, spare green room works fine here. Oh. Alright, broken lever. So if we find the conservatory, that will be huge. Library, bunk room, or commissary. Bunk room is a dead end, so that feels like a good thing to stick here. And we get a bunch of steps for it. Or we get some items and stuff. Okay, 2 bananas is not the best items from in here, but whatever. Alright, we've got 2 various ways to go up here, so that's good. You're smart. I love puzzles. I love puzzles. Who got a banana for me? Love that. Okay, this is going to end up being a dead end either way, no matter what we do, because it's all going to go back to where the drawing room is. So we might as well make this a storeroom and get some stuff. Get some keys and stuff, because, like, that's a problem. Okay, this is our only one, but we are in the drawing room, so we have good options coming out of here. So we can do passageway, library. Why don't we just do library? Go to this way. Aha, the fixed stars. Okay, so this is just the book that sits there in the frickin' observatory, so that's useless. The only place that matters so far is the observatory, and the book is already there. Useless. Okay, conference room, ballroom, attic, dead end. I can't do the attic. Ballroom could be really cute. Guarantee 2 gems every time we walk into it. Yeah, it takes us only straight forward, whereas this takes us both directions I want to go. But honestly, I've never drafted the ballroom. Let's go. Okay. And this way, if we ever run low on gems, this is an unusual room too. If we ever run low on gems, we can come back here. Hello, 6 and 7. Okay. So. Six are our true message. Under the stars the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on and music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12. What that means only time can tell. 2 remain for one last dance and spin again around clock hands, and as they turn a second dance chance to rise above the falling sands, the true time lost in past romance. Yeah, so the bolded words say first words on the page are true message. Which is funny because I didn't write down the first 4 words of the first 4 pages. But the end 3 are under 2 stones. So we've made some progress. Workshop, observatory. Guess we'll do workshop. Try to get like an East Wing Hall over here. Why is it a key card? You fuckers. That's the end of the run. But Stone's message. Yeah, that's it. That's all we got. Why is it a key card? Well, end of that run. But we did gain some relevant information. Under 2 stones. But yeah, we're literally locked out of everything. Why a key card? Alright. Call it a day. That was a very short one, but we got some good info. A cozy cottage. 1 new room, the ballroom, and it was a good one. It was a good one.